Oh, we should be close to a shortcut now. Hey there, Bismarck. Here, get a touch. Saw that leaf from the other side. I want to. Alright. Now we can either follow the stream south or follow this path up north. Should take the northerly path, where this leads. What are your... oh, darkness? I feel like it's a different name from the Mad Worm skills, but at the same time it has the same effect. Either way, not too much of a threat, at least on its own. I think this calls for a tornado. And let's see if Bravery kicks in before Tornado does. And it does! Alright, that should help out a lot. Yeah, that brought plus damage up to Thunder Dragon's unbuff damage, which is impressive. You only know it's going to be a dead end like that. We can't really assume it is. And it is. They tend not to waste space when designing the labyrinths. I mean, I'm not saying they don't waste space. Especially in some of the later entries, they do end up doing what I would class as wasting space, having some dead slots. In fact, even here on, I think... or yeah, up here, we have some dead space. But generally that's not the case, so you can use that to make educated guesses about what's around a corner. I think I can guess which way we need to go for the shortcut. There's so much left of that path anyways. Still go back to map that out, but... not like we're missing too much. Yeah, 1 point away from mastering all of the bind skills. Which will be obsolete once we have a hexer, if we have a hexer. Wonderful. That's either an ant or something else. Probably something else. I don't think the ants go beyond the Royal Queen's Nest. Well, I've yet to state the goal of this stream, but it's effectively just get further into the stratum. And we have ourselves a shortcut. Where are our bags? Because we just got... Alright, we have plenty of bag space to go. As for why Sunday, it's because Mako requested Sunday since they had a schedule conflict on Saturday. And no one else really disagreed with that, so here we are. If Mako doesn't show up, well, that's honestly on him. Yeah, I didn't vet. Whenever I get around to redistributing skill points, I think I will take the points out of War Cry and Arm Heal. Actually, not 100% sure on Arm Heal. It's that thing that I'm almost certainly never going to use, but still kind of want for an emergency situation. Even though the chances of that are quite low, I know it'd still be helpful to have it at that point in time. However, when that time comes, Fluffmaster may actually have Unbind, or we may just have a shit ton of Therica A's. I don't know. Either way though, we do have attack up on our way to max. Def up has been increased. I guess we'll go with Tornado next. It's just damage output, though. Yeah, this is the trouble of the very first Lance Nest. There's really not much to invest in aside from passives. Which does make him a very durable and reliable frontliner, but that... they're pretty dull, too. I guess the main thing is carrying an axe and a sword around, so that you can change it based on the monsters you're facing. And why is there an inspect here? You walk through the forest, a wall of trees blocks your progress. There's a shortcut I missed. Now why would they put this shortcut here? We have a shortcut that's like right ahead. Yeah, it's first game syndrome. You've seen that before, right on the fly. Whoever is on the third stratum is not being too competent. I mean, very interesting mechanic with the water and stuff. The shortcut placement is a lot to be desired. And that's that. Now we can go back. Counter rate's pretty high around here. Yeah, so again, what is up with that thing? That's the real question. Oh. That's the wrong tool. Alright. Well, it didn't move, so... Oh no, there it goes. Now it's moving. Oh, it might be an only in combat thing. Yeah, that would explain the high encounter rate. Okay, let's get this random encounter out of the way. Yeah, I may as well let the dragon fight this thing this time. Won't be too bad. Or not. I guess it does basically nothing. I am now curious about what lies further down, but I can take a guess. I don't think the floor extends too much further to the south. You know, I wouldn't be surprised, Alyssa. Out of the Alchemist to be the one that's reckless this time. I wonder how big their detection range is, though. Nah, no treasure, although it's not all fully mapped. Our positioning, this isn't too great either. That should also be checked for, yes. Alright, let's see. Just want to get the faux vision out there. Just mentioned the fog of war in the first game is very short. Yeah, nothing. I think that I can see through the wall, though. But how exactly is this a shortcut if we still have to go through a foe to get to the stairs? Hmm. Even if there was a shortcut here, but, well... Versus an encounter. Of course, there's an encounter. Yeah, I believe we're strong. Oh, there's nothing here. You just have to get into a random encounter on your way to the next floor. Otherwise, you have to fight the foe. Yeah, it's almost like they just reduced them here or something. I don't know, man. Like, getting one every 5 steps just seems too little. I'm gonna see what just auto-attacking does here. Don't think... Yeah, not a grand idea. Alright, Peace Battle's next. Guess I'll go for... so the question right now is whether to go for Erasure or Healing. So we don't really have much in the way of actual in-battle healing. Like Salve is level 3. It's Salve 1. So our main defense is a good offense. And Erasure can of course remove enemy buffs, which is fantastic, but very rarely useful. It has its uses, and some buffs are absolutely catastrophic if you leave them be, but for the most part, we're not going to see too much use out of that, as opposed to healing, which is going to be always useful. Honestly, that pretty much seals the deal, because I already just put 1 point into Erasure. And it'll nullify 1 buff, and I think 1 buff's all we're going to need for the moment. Well, you're 20 minutes late, but don't mind the details. Okay, I can say with... You know, I said I color the water orange, just so you can more easily track it. And then I'd erase it afterwards. But leaving a trap color is actually kinda accurate, given we have foes spawning outside of it. You should still erase it though. There we go. It has been so long since I've heard a Yo Mama joke, or rather read one. So fallen out of style. Anywho, water has been removed, and now it's time for blank map. Someone's excited to see these. Okay, now how do we indicate views? So in Untold, I gave them their own icon. But here, I guess we have that? No, actually, that's not. Here, that'll do. It is one way, I think. Oh man, if you're still trying to get outside of that campfire area, you are missing something very obvious. Like, if you're trying to navigate the broader 25th floor, I get that. It is rather confusing to navigate until you fully mapped it out. Even then, it can still be a bit confusing to remember what the right path is. But if you're just trying to get over that first pit, you're missing something very obvious. And I have to color in the water again. You know what? I'll just use this fucking walls. No. This floor's gonna be rough on me. Because as you can tell, I'd rather leave it empty for spaces we can't step on. But at the same time, like, I know just how absolutely massive this floor is as far as the lake goes. So, like, it's gonna be a real bitch to map. Should align there, yep. And there, and there. Oh hey, a chopping point. Let's continue to not care about these. Well, do you remember how you got over the pits in the previous floors? Again, I guess Volt's what we want. Oh, thank you, a miss. Now we don't know how strong it is. That's double-edged. You know what, it might actually go for the distance. Hard to tell. Oh, so you are outside of that first pit. Okay. Yeah, at that point... Yeah, no, that's not you being dumb. That genuinely is confusing. Just the point of a labyrinth. But, like, if you couldn't find the first floaty thing, the first device, just first anti-grav device, like, oh my god, you're being real dumb if that's the case. But no, you just miscommunicated, which I guess further proves your dumbness. Man, this is a long archipelago. Is archipelago the right term for this? Yeah, I guess it is. Almost an island is an archipelago. Oh, hey, it's fish. You know, clearly one has a long U and the other one's a double O. For homophones, though. Alright, that's... Okay, I think that's 2, 2... which means it should be there. In case you're wondering how I'm accurately gauging the distance here, it's because I can see the tiling on the island, and I know the draw distance. Because of those two factors, I can calculate how many tiles of water is between me and that edge. As you can see, there's a lot of water here. Oh, nothing left to do right now. No. Interesting. Out of 10. Oh, I like it. Oh, you're asking someone who was 100% did 5 out of the 6. The 6 games? Gosh, how many games are there? Etrian Odyssey, Etrian Odyssey 2, Heroes of the Guard, Etrian Odyssey 3, The Sunken City, Etrian Odyssey 4, Legends of the Titan, Etrian Odyssey 5, Beyond the Myth, Etrian Odyssey 1 Untold, Millennium Girl, Etrian Odyssey 2, The Fafnir Knight, Etrian Odyssey Nexus. Then there's this Origins collection, which is really just, yeah, it's the first 3 games, but with some bug fixes in them, because the originals were released back on the DS before we had patching. Thank you, Alyssa. It has indeed been a while. So, given out of those entries, I have beaten all of them and 100%ed 3, 4, 5, almost Nexus, almost 2 Untold. It's like 99.7%. The only one I didn't quite like was the first Untold, but that's just because of combat pacing. They built that game around the new mode they added in that, rather than the classic mode. Not quite sure how it compares to SMT. I know there are some SMT dungeon crawler games, and I think if you enjoyed the theory crafting in those, you'd probably like Etrian Odyssey. I mean, the original games are a bit rough on the skill trees. Like, take a look at Land Snatch here. It's just passives and then some basic attacks with Cleaver and Tornado, then Chasers. Later games, things get a lot more synergistic, but the best example here on the first, I'd say, is how we have Ecstasy, where the more binds you have on an enemy, the more damage they deal. And sure, you can inflict binds, but there's another class that is way better at inflicting binds. I don't know, if you want to get started, I guess depends if you want to start with the Origins collection on Steam, or if you have access to a 3DS, and/or, yeah, perfectly legitimate 3DS in the name of Citra. So if you're starting with if you have access to the full roster and not just what's on your current available hardware, I'd say start with either 4 or 5 if you want to dip your toes into it. The reason being is 4 has very straightforward classes. Then if you're not too familiar with dungeon crawlers, you don't have to be that good at them to go through 4. Classes are all rather self-contained. Self-synergizing, you could say. But in 5, the classes are so well goddamn designed, literally any party configuration works, if you know how to, you know, run it. There, Alex. Yeah, Mako started with 5. He did a coin flip between 5 and 4, and man, he's almost beat 5. He's not 100% though. I know he's got more to go. I'm wondering how he'll handle that. Yeah, and if you have an actual 3DS, you can just make use of sleep mode, because this... I have played this game in like 5-minute spurts, because I got the first one... My introduction to Etrian Odyssey was 3, the Drowned City. And I just kinda, back in high school, so I just kinda play that in the passing period between classes. Just like 5 minutes, but you can also play it for hours and hours at a time. Like we're gonna do on stream. Yeah, no, 25th floor there is freaking confusing. My best advice to you, Manko, is to try and map out as much as you can, and then use your map to figure out a path. Because yeah, until you have a complete map, it is difficult. And if worse comes to worse, you can just map where you have been, and then just know where you haven't been is where you need to go. Or at least try. Well, the passing periods are like 3 to 5 minutes. Literally just play while walking, because the DS has, you know, at a hardware level, a sleep function. You just gotta close the lid and it puts it to sleep. So, like, period's done. Pop open the DS, walk into the next class, close it, we're good to go. Because you don't given this is all turn-based movement and turn-based combat, you don't actually have to do too much urgently. Unless you're like mid-boss fight, then you might forget where you are, but that shouldn't matter too much. 2 Untold has some more scripted boss fights, and the fact that, like, if you forget where you are in the turn order, you might end up accidentally wiping. You didn't do the right thing this turn. But at the same time, those giant-ass trees are actual walls. Well, fuck, I haven't mapped those. Yeah, I know I won't be able to accurately map them at all, anywhere, but... that bothers me. And I'll say the first game's definitely the roughest. For stream, I am replaying them in order. So, yeah, no, this is basically the worst it gets, as far as both class balance and quality of life goes. Oh, this floor? As in, like, Etrian Odyssey floor, or the 25th floor that you're on? Because... hi there! Go away, please. Fair enough, water is an apt one-word description. But yeah, so... 11th and 12th floors were ant nests, and 13 introduces water, and 14, you don't have to cross the water. As you can tell from all the orange I'm using to actually paint in the water temporarily, there's a lot of water. Yes, that is indeed the case, Mako. You have to use, the lily pads are all one-way travel. We don't know how long it'll go, but we know it's a straight line. I'm starting to reconsider how I'm drawing water because of this floor. Again, how I'd like to draw water is with empty tiles, because you can't walk over it and it's not a wall. But oh my god, with this small draw distance of 4 tiles. How the... and these giant trees actually being little wall things, instead of just, like, set... oh god, instead of corner pieces. Oh boy. Now I think I'll ignore them. Oh yeah, no, it's more definitely better than anti. Well, no, the anti-grav bit is actually better. 5. Plus with that, I mean, you have walls and stuff. Like, look, this is definitely... it's definitely a wall. And I definitely know it's just a tree like that. I'm just assuming from this width that it's probably the second tile around, but like, that just means that I can't just do this anymore. Man, that bugs me. Means I can't actually see what's behind there. Oh no, that's never actually the case. You never have an area on the only way out. You can always get your way out. Always find a way. But, like here, sometimes the only way out is forwards. And given we don't know when the hell a crab's just gonna pop up out of the water to try and fight us while we're fighting something else, we kinda have to be all gung-ho about the battles too. It's gonna wear us out for sure. I don't know if 650 damage is overkill or not for those bears. I feel like their HP is probably around 500. Yeah, see, there's a goddamn crab on this island, too. It's blocking a petal as well. Man, what a dick. Oh, hi there. Reach the lake within the forest. It seems as vast as an ocean. You look about in wonder, a shadow suddenly appears before you. I warn thee, step no further into this vale. The shadow steps into the light, it's revealed to be a youthful-seeming girl. The glare at you, however, smacks more of malice than innocence. I am Kupala. This land is our sacred ground. Woe betide any who trespass. The girl disappears as quickly as she came. She be the humanoid life form. I cannot shake off the feeling of unresolved business in the forest. Decide to go deeper. Yeah, so there's your bit of story. I mean, the story here is very fair, I should say. More like narrative is. Story-wise, for all these games. Okay, let's read this for me. I mean, you can always just level up more guild members. It does mean you have to grind, but like, I like grinding. Don't you like grinding? Oh, and well, almost done is only if you don't intend to 100%. Because if you're gonna 100%, you're not almost done. Oh, you're so close, so far from almost done. Right, story beats in these. So, Etrian Odyssey is, I think, you might be able to guess, as a dungeon crawler, the story really is, for the most part, just an excuse to go into the dungeon. Open that in a bit, I just want to map out this island. Okay, good enough. Oh yeah, the item compendium and the monstrous codex, which I don't think I can access. Yeah, I can't access here in this version, but you should be able to access it and see percentages. In fact, actually, oh, I don't think they'd have it here. I think in 3, when they added multiplayer, they also added the guild card, which shows your completion percentage. But if you check out your guild card, it'll tell you your percentage. Medica 3. Yeah, story-wise, it is... yeah, basically Mako. That is what 100%ing means. Which means you have to get every drop and kill every monster. Which also requires mapping all the floors in the process. But beating the game means hitting the end credits, which I think you reach at maybe around 70% completion. It's a rough estimate, because you could have gotten rare drops or sought out extra optional enemies and stuff, or you could have blitzed through, I don't know. I'm just gonna guess you'd be around 70% by the time you, quote-unquote, beat the game. Which is also a fine stopping point if you don't care about 100%ing. Or post-game. Keep interrupting myself. So, story is really just, there's a labyrinth near a town. People can find some riches in there, but it's also pretty deadly. Go there and make yourself a name. And that's pretty much it. You go to town, you make a guild, register some people. For this playthrough, I'm doing what I call an inscription run, which is only people from chat are allowed into the guild. So aside from myself, I can't make any more characters. Very difficult, potentially. Also means I have a lot of repeat classes. Honestly, I'd have to tweak this format a lot. The original format, where you'd also decide the skill point allocation, was way too restrictive. But I guess if you're really into that... Anyway, all I've really done is gone further down the labyrinth, and at this point, we've started to see signs of other humanoid life that's not human. So, the hell's up with that? Where we're at. Mechanically, it is, yeah. Well, you've seen most of the random battles, but you've also maybe seen here with the foes, which are bosses. Actual bosses that just appear on the field. Because fuck you, that's why. I think that's 4 away. Yeah, no, I think I'll just start rethinking how I draw this, because it's not quite working out. When it comes to the extreme distances, I'm probably gonna have to remap things, because I can see the edge of an island over there on the left. But that's the thing, I want to have empty space, the water eventually. So what am I going to use as an interim marker? Yeah, it'd be roughly around there. So I know as far as beating the game, you are pretty close. But as far as 100%ing the game, as you can tell, you've got a ways to go. And let me tell you, getting the last percent in these games is a fucking ordeal. God, it took me years to get my first 100%. After that, I banged out like the next 3 pretty easily, but then I got to 2 Untold, and that's stuck at 99.7%. Which is frustrating in its own way. Because there's literally 1 enemy left I have to fight, and I can't fucking beat it. Now, how the hell am I gonna do water right now? I might end up doing walls, but at the same time, if I do that, well, that is nice for in the moment. When it comes time to actually move it for the sake of water, we have a problem. Okay, I think I'll just do... orange exactly on the shore. Texas was also one I got very close. Okay, that seems like a bug and/or bullshit. You know, in my case with Etrian Odyssey, it was just like just one enemy left, and I fucking can't, man. Just fucking can't. Until I got a bit of help with strategizing, and man, the first game 100%ed was EO5, which felt so goddamn good. I then went back to 4 and got 100% in that pretty quickly afterwards. And then I did 3, which took a good bit of effort. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm just gonna have orange surrounding things. That way I don't have to worry too much about distant water. It's gonna be a real bitch to map accurately. And so you're aware there... Gosh, your game's scrolled up off the chat already. So you're aware, Addendum. You don't have to draw the maps that accurately. It's extremely rare that the game will even check that you've mapped a game, that you've mapped a floor accurately at all. And when it does, it's... except for like exactly one instance, it's extremely lenient. And that one instance is the 22nd floor of the second game, where you basically have to step on every single tile of that floor for it to count. Which it was a floor with a lot of one-way tiles, so that took a long time. Aside from that one instance, the game's pretty lenient with the mapping, if it even checks at all, so you're free to map however the hell you want. Yeah, no, the first games did have their fair share of bull. They cut down on the bullshit, and probably starting with 3. Which is why people, if you're stuck with just the DS games, people say, just do 3. If you're 3DS games, you're like, alright, do it with either 4 or 5. Because 4 is straightforward to understand how to build your party, and 5 is just literally anything fucking works. Classes are that well built. You know, if you don't map the floor and instead just draw a palm tree, the game's not really going to care. That is not an issue for it to concern itself with, because you are just digging your own grave. That's all. Yeah, the game doesn't really hold your hand much. In fact, when they introduced phones, especially in 3, it was a very uncaring way. It's just like, yeah, don't go that way. Explorers tend to die when they go that way. And if you go that way, it doesn't really tell you, like, oh yeah, you shouldn't fight this thing, because you've experienced it so many times in, say, JRPGs, where it's like, oh yeah, the big monster that everybody dies to, but because you're the protagonist, you can just defeat it. Yeah, that doesn't happen here. You die like everyone else. We'll draw the corridors, though. That is going to be helpful. It's actually helpful in seeing where I've been, too. Huh. I'm gonna say, like, 98% of the floor is floating. Yeah. Don't worry, it's possible to get to a point where you're not floating and can walk normally. But man, you have to map the entire floor first before you can find that path. Okay. Map here. You know, this is a lot better on my sanity, just to be using the orange as walls. Also means don't have to worry too much about, say, distant stuff, because I'll get to that eventually. And then when I'm, like, officially done with the floor, I can just kind of erase all the orange, I guess. I don't know about that, actually. That is not the tool I wanted. This is. Yes, this is a dead-end island. Yeah, no, might actually keep the orange then. Yeah, it might make sense to keep the orange then. Right, I don't know if Addentum's still here, but I just want to reiterate, the original series is on the DS and the 3DS. And this re-release they've done, because the DS has 2 screens, but it's kind of the only console with 2 screens, so if they want to continue it, they gotta figure out how to do it in 1 screen. So this is on Steam and Switch. And it does have quick saves, at least in this re-release state. On the DS, it has a quick save, but in order to keep playing, you have to delete the quick save. So it really is just there for, like, if you're low battery and want to stop playing for a bit. Otherwise, just make use of sleep mode. But here, in the new port, with quick saves, you can actually use them to save scum, which I haven't done so far. And I'm glad I haven't done it, but because I know I can use it, the temptation is there. And it's a lot easier to resist something if you never knew it existed in the first place. Yeah, I guess you could say it's like that. Yeah, more of a bookmark. Now it's actually just a quick save. Again, the very first two games, like the original first two games, I wouldn't really recommend you play unless you would honestly just want to see how they were. Like, if you just want more Etrian Odyssey, or you want to see, you know, the historic roots of the series, then go for that, because these HD re-releases are better. Because they fix some bugs, and they add a quality of life. So it's just a better experience. Now, the original attempt to remake the first two were the Untolds 1 and 2, where they kind of make it shifted a bit more towards a JRPG by adding in a proper story mode. And hi there, you fucking goddamn crab. I wonder if I kill you, will you respawn instantly? I'm tempted to go and kill you, but we haven't saved in a while, so no, I'd rather not risk it. Where was I? Right. The Untold. And I'd say they did moderately well. The story is nothing exceptional. There's a story, though. That's true. Or rather, more of a story. Are there more character moments? Because, you know, you have your blank slate characters you've actually created. And that was it. But now you have a pre-made party. The thing is with the first Untold is they designed the whole game around that pre-made story party. Which meant when you went into classic mode and didn't do the story, you were missing so much utility that they just assumed you have. Like, the difficulty just spikes a lot, and there's even story-exclusive areas that you're supposed to gain about 5 levels in, so when you try to do it in Classic, it's like, I've traversed one floor and now I've gone from curb stomping everything to being curb stomped by everything, because the story party just had a little extra dungeon excursion. It's like, what even? Second Untold, they learned from that and improved it a lot, so now there's, instead of having half of your party be story exclusive class and skill wise, it's just one class, and that class, all they bring to the table is just a crap ton of single target damage, which you can find elsewhere, just not quite in that specialized magnitude, because holy hell, Fafnir deals a lot of damage to one target. Surprised that thing hasn't leapt at us. Yeah, that's true. The first Untold is honestly the only... As a dungeon crawler, it's still a good game. I'll admit that, but like, as a story and what it does kind of retroactively to the previous narratives, I can't recommend it. The second Untold I can recommend, but again with the caveat, is that, again, both things are a lot better balanced, because you can just go straight into Classic and not have the story exclusive class, and you still get everything except for, you know, character moments. Still get the extra dungeon, still get all the extra content they add on, and the game still feels perfectly well balanced for Classic. The one caveat is that because the story exclusive class has such high burst damage against a single target, a lot of bosses that have what players feel like is bloated HP, it's not truly... It's not insurmountable, especially for if you know what you're doing, but if you're a more casual Etrian Odyssey player, you're gonna feel the HP bloat. You're really gonna feel it. And it may drag down your experience, but if you know how to, like, optimize the damage for your party. 2U is like close to 5 is one of my favorites. They really did all the classes in that one well. Yeah, that too. Yeah, Nexus was the last mainline entry. And its whole oh, thank God it's preemptive. We don't have Caduceus. Whatever. Just gonna use a Thunder, because fuck this. One turn kill, please! Got it. Yeah, like if you're good enough at party building to get past the HP bloat, 2U is amazingly fun. Because it's like every single class went Super Saiyan in that game. Just everything is Super Saiyan all the time. Now then, will it leap at us if we walk past it, or will it leap at us if we're in combat? In combat, got it. That or it's just asleep at nighttime. I don't know why it's not moving, honestly. I don't want to find out. I'd rather just get the hell out of here. Oh, now I get a blindside. Wonderful. Yeah, it's combat. It is drawn to combat. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to do our non-conservative measures now. Means a tornado and thunder, which are rather expensive. And goodbye. Treasure obtained. Yeah, I guess I'll get flame up to 5 now. Yeah, we need electricity more so right now. But may as well keep them even. Alright, Nexus. So Nexus is... It was the final game they released because the 3DS's life cycle was ending. They never really got around to 3 Untold. There are still people who want that. I am curious to see how they pull that off, but I have no idea if they ever will. So Nexus was like their last hurrah for the system. And as a result, 2 things. Well, really, it's... Hey, before I get to the 2 things, it's basically a best hits album for the entire series. Which means, even if the class designs are better than they were originally, I still wouldn't say it's a new player entry point, just because it's pandering more so to the veterans. More so aimed at the veterans of the series. Curious how just attacking will do. We'll throw in a bravery, though. Right, the 2 things with that. 1, when they made the game, they released a survey to only Japan. No international, just Japan, asking what their favorite classes were. And the top picks of that poll is what the class roster is. I think, as you can guess, it's a very offensively oriented class roster. Don't have a whole lot of options for support and defense. Yeah. Huh. Exactly the right amount of water. Other thing is that it's long. It's a lot longer than the normal Etrian Odyssey. So much so that they actually increased the level cap. And like, my god, it's so long that I think a lot of us feel it's too long. So we're going from like... I guess it is a bit of a mild spoiler to tell you how many floors there are. Well, use a percentage. It's like at least 40% more floors in Nexus than there are normally. I don't know about an exact count. It might be like 60% more floors. Hell, there might even be double as many floors. It's like, yeah, as a last hurrah, it's quite something. As a best hits album, it does accomplish its goal. But my god, it is a very long game. Being aimed at veterans, that post-game is fucking brutal. Oh yeah, so every series does have post-game content. So that's why I say like you can beat it and then you can 100% it. 100%ing is definitely gonna take you a while. Yep, that's why I'm thinking the floor count might be double. I forget where I was in that train of thought. Has been derailed. Oh yeah, that's also part of it. They really don't change up the tile set much. If they reuse tile sets from other series, because again, best sets album, but they only made one new tile set for like the new-ish area, so that just gets reused a lot. Too much, really. It gets reused a bit, that's fine, but they reuse it, overstays its welcome. Oh hi, there's crab here too. God damn it. Where is there not crab? What about people who are allergic to shellfish? Aha! As I thought, this is how we get the treasure. Nice, Mr. You say. I think that reduces ice damage for the party. I've never been too big on using items in these games. They are definitely an option. I have seen people do some amazing things with items. I'm just not one of them. Like, items is one of the ways you can kind of get by with whatever party config you want, technically speaking. Especially in 5. 5, I just pawned all of the healing to items, which means if you don't know how to really reduce the incoming damage, you're going to be drowning in debt real soon. why I don't really recommend not having a healer, especially when you're new. You gotta be experienced before you can go with a nomadic run. Okay, so this place is mapped. And now there's just trying to see through all the visual noise to where I haven't been, which I do see several paths. I see up here. I see over yonder, these two. There's over here, and also this one specifically going over here. And that one... I think that's all the ones I see. There's actually quite a few ways to go. There's a crab on this tiny-ass island. I will be irked. And nothing more than irked. Okay, it looks like there's no crab on this island. Thank fuck. Right, post-game. So these games, especially the later ones, tend to be pretty well balanced for their difficulty curves. Yeah, they're difficult games, but again, if you know what you're doing, they aren't terribly hard. And if you really don't know what you're doing, I mean, that's part of the fun. Figure out how you're going to beat stuff. What team comp's going to work, what skill composition, how you're going to synergize with your party members. It's part of why 5 is so good, because classes are so well designed, there's just synergy no matter which combination you pick. Oh, hey. Should take us back to the beginning. I'm going to do a peace balance, see how much TP we can get back. Yeah, this will look good as back a chunk. As nobody gets KO'd, it should be okay-ish. So we got back a whole cast of Thunder. Yep. There we go. Okay, and our bag is looking pretty full right now too, so let's head back to town. Yeah, again, how exactly do they expect us? Okay, I see how. Want to stick the long way around, but like, still. But still, man. Oh, did you spoil yourself? That's unfortunate. Because there was a one turn I wanted to show you. And it would be very spoilery if I showed it to you. Why I held back on it. I wanted to wait till you fought it. But yeah, no, you can honestly one turn every single boss in the game. Probably one turn. I'm just trying to think if there's a game where you can't one-turn every single boss. Maybe some 3. Maybe in 3. 2, I guess. Okay, no crabs nearby. You know, one turning just comes from a mixture of a lot of prep, knowing exactly what your party's doing, and maybe a little bit of luck, but probably not a huge amount. A little bit of luck, because I know some of those strategies. The strategies depend on either certain party members not getting hit, or a certain party member getting all the damage, or cleaning vines or ailments. Which, while they do have high chances of success, they're not guaranteed. In fact, some conditional drops require you to defeat bosses in one turn. Yeah, no, unless they explain the one-turn strategies, which I don't think I've seen a video that really explains it before or after they show it. But, like, if you know how they did it, and it's really impressive. That's good, you've anti-spoilered yourself, so I will continue to not spoil you until I have confirmed that you have seen the boss I would spoil you on. Oh hey, a claymore. Oh, new items. Nice. I've got a wind whip early. Yeah, claymores got... Okay, that's a big bonus. Oh gosh, executors. That's pretty strong. Which we need red hide. Where do we get red hide from? Presumably a red bear. Something that's red. Oh, well, take a claymore then. Yep. Yeah. I might know the video you watched, which might be the one I was going to show you. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen one like that. And it wasn't explained either, but I figured out how he did it. And it's really impressive if you think of that. Yeah, pretty much. The whole world is your plaything. That was kind of the idea behind this conscription run, is like, I know how to make it at least a decent party. So, restrict my options by letting other people pick the classes for me. And then I tried that, and I'm like, holy fuck, I don't have options at all. And now that I've done it again, I have all the options really, except for the Ronin and Hexer. Because I am really glad you say it is the Troubadour, Manko. I am indeed glad to have Bravery and Peace Ballad. Other things, it's going to be very useful. Should be everything. Yep, 13 items held. No, that has been said most certainly, Manko. What the fuck am I gonna do with 4 medics, 3 alchemists, and 3 land snatches? Like, there's only like 1 or 2 builds I can have for a land snatch. I mean, I can do a cleaver build, a blazer, freezer, shocker build, I guess all slash, but that kind of plays into overlaps with cleaver. And there's an axe build. And I guess that's enough, but like, why would I want this many different builds? Like, sure, on paper they're all different, but it's all just single target damage, except for all slash. And I guess the chasers, but I can get those chasers as well. Yeah, no, we are indeed at varying levels of skill here. Trust me, I don't. A lot of people start off better than I did. I think for maybe the first decade after I played 3, I didn't really want to tell people about my first encounter, but I'm not embarrassed by it anymore. My first party, basically I was coming off of, I'd say, Oblivion and maybe, I'm not sure what other RPGs I'd played, but basically I'm like, oh yeah, passive healing's the best, you don't have to think about it. And so for my party's healing, in part also because the healing class is called Monk, and Monk is about punching things, but that's... punching and healing, both things are key. In 3 anyways. In general, though, you wouldn't think of a Monk as a healer. Or rather, if you're thinking D&D Monk, you wouldn't think of Monk as a healer. If you're thinking of a historical Monk, yeah, they would be healing, wouldn't they? I didn't look through all the classes thoroughly enough in my first game. And so I just saw that the Sovereign had passive healing. I'm like, alright, that's my healing. It was nowhere near enough to cover any kind of damage. Until I had like 3 Sovereigns with maxed out passive healing, and then we had so much passive healing, I didn't have to actively heal at all. But until that point, which was post-game, I had to rely on items a lot to heal, because I also just didn't really change out party members until like a 4th stratum. So I'm proud of what I did, because I had a severely suboptimal party that almost game over on our first random encounter. No joke on that first random encounter, I had 3 out of 5 party members die. And I don't know of anyone else who had their first encounter go that badly. But from that, with the exact same party, I went all the way to beating the game. Only changed out 1 party member at like the 80% mark. So I'm really proud of the fact that I pulled through on that. And I tried to bring that party all the way through the post-game, and I got to like 99% complete with this suboptimal party. But for that one final monster, I had to completely change the party arrangement to beat it. Yeah, it's like, I may be a veteran now, but I definitely started off being... I had the wrong misconceptions about how to build a party, lacking knowledge in all fields. I got my ass whooped, and I persevered, and eventually got better. But man, I chose the perseverance option first. Instead of trying to make my party better, I just went, I will grind all the levels we need until we can overpower this with what we got. And then I learned, oh right, this is how you build a party. And man, these games are a lot easier because of it. Yeah, that is indeed the case. I think the riskiest floor in every game is the first floor. Because you have no skill points, no money, no equipment, and no experience. And you have to go in there and fight things that can tear you in half. Alright, kept apothecary. There should be some new stuff here. Oh, I have medica floors in stock. That's nice. Where are we gonna find strawberry? And why can't we import strawberry? Let's see, Uchikatana's got like a plus, yeah, it goes from plus 20 to plus 55. The Odachi's probably going to be like plus 70 something, which is just, yeah, on par, maybe better than the Claymore. Katanas really do just have the best attack power. They don't on the class with the highest strength, but they have a really low hit. Ronin do not live for long. Oh, this is just an upgraded ward chime. That explains why the ward chime feels like crap. Yep. That was my third save since coming to town. I did not know town was so dangerous. Mostly because between talking and trying to navigate menus, I forgot where exactly I was navigating and why I was in town. That's the thing when you split your attention between multiple things. You're being dumb at all of them. But sometimes being dumb is enough to get the job done, but other times, you're dumb. Yeah, there you go. Also, congrats on that. That is one of the conditional drops that requires a one-turn. Oh, it's not just there in the room, it's actually a... Okay. I will remove that then. That was an odd turn. Huh, it's an L-shaped pattern. Right, that's more of a nasty shortcut, because that's not the good shortcut. The good shortcut's over by the water well. These guys probably drop Red Hide. Not gonna lie, they probably do, and it's probably chance-based. I'd say... I want to say about half of the games have chance-based drops. Not all of them. Like, yeah, there's a chance that they may or may not drop anything, but like, it's just their common drop. That always has, like, if they're gonna drop something, it's the common drop. Otherwise, the conditional drop is just if you meet the conditions, you always get it. But in like a couple of games, and I forget which, and this may be one of them, the conditional drop is only like a 98% chance to get it. So you can meet the condition, you can do everything right, and not get a drop. Then there's just uncommon drops, which are like more like rare drops that don't have a condition, you just have to grind out red claws to get what I presume is a red hide. It's one of those things that Shop said we needed for something. Alright, Odachi, I think. See, red hide! Like, we fought all the bears up till now, we never got red hide. I'm gonna go back to town for that, and just that, because I do want to see what the hell it unlocks. I want to be sure that is saved. Alright, and continuing that train of thought from a half hour ago. Post game. Alright, so the difficulty progression is pretty well balanced throughout these games. But when you get to the post game, it's just, what if the devs were dicks? All of their nasty ideas, all in the post game. Because you can handle it. They're right, you can handle it. It's still a dick move. The worst conditional drop to get is to kill with curse damage. Not kill while cursed, but to kill with the recoil damage from the curse ailment. On a boss with self-healing. We just bought a formaldehyde, timed its usage, and that was far easier than trying to get it legit. Poison's a lot easier than Curse. Poison ticks every turn, and you probably have like one poison skill in the game that's actually pretty strong. But Curse is fucked. You know, I don't think we have any here in this game, but they do appear in every game. The formaldehyde. Yeah, we don't have it yet. We're not far enough in the game for it to appear. But there is a consumable item you can use that, if you use that item, all monsters that die on that turn, you get all the drops from. Including the conditional. Just skips all the checks, you get all the drops. But only if they die on the turn you use the item, which is formaldehyde. Which is why it's tricky to use, because you have to basically tell one of your 5 party members to stop damaging, so you're cutting your DPS by arguably 25%, arguably 20%, to then get this, so you have to time it pretty well. But that's still far easier than trying to kill them with curse damage. Just use a formaldehyde. Oh, Executor and full armor. Which is way better than the Claymore. We just bought this thing. Oh, that's way above where Stunfest is. What the hell? That's just defense. This gives us defense and HP. Well, some worthwhile upgrades. You know, I don't think they do this in the first or maybe the second game. Definitely by the third, though, the equipment has a hidden speed stat to it. So if a class can say equip, yeah, they don't have it in the first game. I'd say because they don't really categorize armor or different types. That they're all just in one list, but or rather they wear those stat boosts on their sleeve with the agi plus or minus. But in later games when they split armor into like heavy, medium, and light armor, they actually have speed modifiers to them. So if a class can wear multiple armor types, you might think, why wouldn't you just wear the heaviest armor you can because it's the highest defense? Well, they might act later. Yeah, yeah, if you use the item, kill the boss, but the fight continues, you still got all the boss drops. Use the auto path. Oh, I should set up the auto path for 13F as well. Okay. Alright, and do that. This will do. Extendo. It's not the shortest path, but it is the safest. Yep. That is indeed how the item works. Just you're sacrificing one of your party members' actions that turn to do it, which is part of what makes it difficult. Because you don't see their exact HP values, rather the bar, and you're reducing your potential damage that turn to use it. Which is why a lot of the time it's kind of better just to go for it naturally, but for curse damage, no, just do formaldehyde. Just do formaldehyde. I have done the whole curse damage thing legit. Oh my god, it's so hard. It's so fucking hard. Yeah, but your healer and support are still casting buffs. And still inflicting damage. Keep in mind, your buffs have turn durations, and you may need healing that turn. You may really need healing that turn. Or your buffs may be about to run out. So then it's like, well, Second there I thought would auto-walk into a foe, but no, they only moved one. Yeah. There's definitely no devil in the details. There's only angels in there. Thank God you're finally going first. Oh! Oh, that's fantastic. Well, it might not be a guaranteed first, which is, yeah, that's still not good, but it's a lot better now that you're actually starting to go first. Your level's catching up. Oh yeah, your energy's definitely caught up. You're only behind... You're third fastest, but not by a huge margin. Like, Alyssa's faster than you, but by 1 point. I'm faster by like 5 points, but that's really it. And I have the armor weighing me down. You've got all the speed boosts on your song, which still might make you slower than me, so... You know what? Let's go down this third one. I want to see what's inside this vacuous space, if anything. What? I haven't had time to fully process that because of the random encounter, but... Lure just took us upwards. What the hell? Okay, get the encounter out of the way. Yeah, not guaranteed first buff, but definitely high speed. What? So we sail out this way, and we end up here. What? What? Are made for each other. What the fuck? Why do they do that? Why that be like that? Why they be different? As I thought. Dead-end transport. But it's valuable information for mapping purposes. You know, we do not need bravery to two-turn that, so we won't use it. STP. You take more damage, but healing touch is still 1. It's really not expensive at all. Ah, there we go. Fix that error. I had miscalculated how far this went. Okay. There we go. Yep. Like, okay, we have that loop done. Fair, fine. Thing. Like, I haven't really been mapping those. I guess we should just go down so we can go across and take the upper one. Or we can go all the way down and go that way. Yeah, one. Preemptive. That's helpful. Oh, hey, it's the wall of the floor. Okay. How are we doing this? Okay, one-way street. Actually, what are they? They're resistant to cut damage. And our big damage dealers are cut types, so... Yeah, that is resistant, alright. We don't see or sense a crab, so that's good news. Again, no crab. Good. Good news. News all around. And for fog of war purposes, we step into this corner. Now we're good. Ooh, that is... yeah, that's exactly enough I painted there to meet. Huh. Now we have use 3, and that one. Oh, cool. There's one there, and there's also one that goes backwards. I think we know where this lily is going to go. I don't see an island between the current one and the one that's mapped, but I'm not going to draw it in until we've actually ridden it, just for the sake of being accurate and complete. Alright, see ya, Alex. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you have a good week. Yep, we have found stairs that go back up. And there's no shortcut here. Huh. Factories in bed space. Oh. I get to find out what's here. And I bet there's crab too. Of course there'd be. Alright, so here's take point. And here is a chop point. Have we encountered a mine? I think we have in earlier floors. Yeah. 11th floor has mine point. Chop point on the 14th, and now we have a take point. Means when Decim finally comes in here, we will at last have all the thingies. We'll finally get to see what all the loot is. Yeah, that happens. Once you get leveled enough and competent enough, they really are become less of an overwhelming threat and more of an, I don't want to fight this thing right now. Should I heal Thunder Dragon? Alright, let's go full throttle then. Okay, not quite full throttle. Let's definitely put in some effort though. Alright, full heal. And flame. Yeah, I'd say the ants have been that for me so far in this playthrough. It's like, god damn it, more ants! Where are they coming from? Right, it's an ant nest. What is this, a floor for ants? And read it too. I mean, that's going into storage, but that's nice to have. Okay, that is about there. It's one tile past it, so that's two, so it should be there. Oh, the violet key! Oh, fantastic! Also, that means we have now opened up the gates to hell, or at least we can. Metaphorical hell, not actual hell. Never really go to actual hell in these games. This is a low pitch and a dazzling glow as if resonating with something. Perhaps it opened with the purple crystals entwined with ivy seen elsewhere in the labyrinth. But yeah, now we have access to all of the hidden areas, and I'm going to say some of those hidden areas you want to hold off on until post-game. That's why I say we have access to hell. Oh, trust me, you'll know hell once you see the venom flies. Okay, stamina's available. Now, I don't know about this game, but I know in later games with the Troubadours, stamina is better than Shelter. Yeah, Shelter reduces damage taken, stamina increases your max HP, but like, Shelter is like a 30% damage reduction, while stamina is a 50% HP increase. Maybe it was even double HP. I don't know, it's just like, it's a lot more HP than damage reduction. Ends up being better if you want to go from a pure defensive, effective hit point kind of view. There we go. Fixed up that. Or we just at that end. That's super common in the maps of the first game, but I think they get rid of those in the second game. Like, I remember the tile sets and the music and the classes from the second game and the bosses, but like the actual labyrinth itself, I don't remember the design too well. As well as some of the more nuanced stuff. As I said, I did not 100% the original 1 and 2, I just beat them. I tried to 100% 2, and I got stonewalled at the very start of this post-game. Unintentional. Fang glove, you say? Hell's a fang glove? Ooh, I'll take that. Alright, that marks everything here. Also, did it say purple or violet? It says violet key. Now then, if I go up to here, that's white crystal. Purple. No wonder I remember I called it violet at times, because it's actually called the violet key in game. I'm keeping it purple though. Oh, right, that's not custom. So, like, where's the skill point count? Anyway, now, alright, so that increases whip damage. HP up, boost up, and fury. Increase damage up when HP is low. This will definitely be a must-have later on. It's just a threshold amount. It's not like, the lower your health, the more damage. No, it's like, once you're past a certain threshold, you just get all the damage. TP up, probably useful later, but just like 1 point. Boost up's going to be good because we're going to need boost to actually make good use of our skills, unfortunately. So probably going to aim for mastering S to C at the moment. And then we'll just be investing in passives at that point. Wow, we're over 2 hours in already. And now we can confirm. Just remember, those ones go sideways for some goddamn reason. TP's fine. Inventory 45 out of 60. We can go for a bit longer. Level ups feel a little slow, but I guess that's just because we're massively over-leveled for here. Because, I mean, we spent so long just making sure every nook and cranny's been explored. Trying to decide which way to go next. Use your magnetic pole to save, so we can save in the labyrinth after all. And I think after we save, I'm gonna go fight one of these things here, because that'll shorten the route if we can. You know, kill it. I have been ignoring requests from the bar because they don't award XP, and we don't really need money or items. And the further along we go, the less we need those money and items. Like, I will do them at some point, but it'll probably be like, I guess when we hit the 5th stratum? Yeah, I think when we hit the 5th stratum, I'll just do all of them at once. Just as many as possible. Oh, this could actually be a problem now that I think about it, because if they aren't going to body block each other, means I'll have to engage pretty quickly. We have... Oh, it's knocked out. Well, it's not an EO2 muck dial, so hopefully it's not fatal here. Given their proximities to each other, we may just end up fighting all three. Alright, go for the headbinds. Okay. I mean, that's before immunized, so... not too bad. Two. God damn, immunized is good. And no drops. Of course. Now, the attack up is maxed, which means also Hell Cry is available, but we're not using Hell Cry because we don't have enough buff slots for it. Keep in mind, we have Immunize, Bravery, and Peace Ballad, which I could substitute with Healing, but this would take up a buff slot. So, unless it's better than Bravery, which, there it might be. So here I need to make the decision of, well, investing in passives or Tornado. Tornado I think is fine, as is. It's definitely good for clearing out, well, groups. All Slash I know is better, but we need to invest into axes for that, and I just don't want to make that investiture. And 2-hit. I just think it's too much investiture for effectively a group clear, even though it is a good group clear. Yeah, that is true. They kept the beneficial bugs in here. Which means with Immunize, Fluff went from taking 103 damage to 2. With a single buff. No, it was boosted though. It was boosted. It's not a normal Immunize. It's level 15 Immunize. So the boost thing is something they actually change with each entry. A different mechanic each time. In 5 we have the union skills, or the racial union skills. So your options are determined by your race, and you gotta cooperate with other people to try out your full power. Yeah, let's figure out this one. There's one that we know it should be pretty obvious where it's going to pop up, but we don't know for sure. We are right next to a crab spawn. I don't know if I want to fight it or not. That's a little kind. They don't spawn the crab directly next to us. Boost, it's plus 5 levels to the used skill that turn. Just overcome it. Yeah, so boost, what that does is... if you defend, it does nothing. You just use your boost on nothing. If you attack, it's an auto crit, which is 50% more damage, but it's a normal attack. If you use a skill with boost, plus 5 levels. And it can go over 10, so we can use level 15 skills, but only like once in a blue moon. So that boost bar does not fill quickly. And anti-vaxxers would have a hard time. They just would not want to have a medic at all. And there is a goddamn crab on this island. You will die, Killclaw. That's true, plants can't scream, so of course it's okay to kill them. Ooh, this thing has defenses, doesn't it? 20. Can probably get away with just normal attacking at this point. Yep, arms are bound. It can't do jack shit right now. Now, if it manages to relocate its shoulder, and it can't because it's dead, but if it had, we would have just gone back using skills, because it's like, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it! But as long as it's relatively harmless, we don't care. Five more levels to Caduceus level 1. Now we find out where this lily pad goes. I mean, it should be pretty obvious where it goes, but we did find some that go sideways. So, gotta be sure. goes where you think it goes. Alright, I see some of the ways we can go. Some of them, anyways. Oh, how are we on? I don't know. 52 out of 60. We should head back, shouldn't we? Yeah, let's head back. Part of the issue with going so deep is that you end up with your pack half filled by the time you get to where you want to be. And now that we killed that one Lockdile, we can take the shorter route, which is much nicer. I'll leave the autopath as the longer route just because I won't assume my party is capable of killing that thing every time we go through. Udachi, plate mail, sword coat, scale helm. Oh, that's a lot of armor. Yeah, attack plus 90. It's just like 20, 55, 90. And we just got to a 97 ourselves with the swords. Katana's got some pretty big leaps. Alright, plate mail. It is better than full armor, but we do lose 12 HP. See, 22 to 26. Yeah, it's plus 4. Minus 12 HP, so I think we'll stick with full armor. Hell's fancy coat's way down there, isn't it? Vit plus 3, death plus 11. Yep, we will indeed make use of that. Body assets, which, I mean, nobody here uses a shield. As if we'd ever run out of healing touch. Anybody here use... I mean... but Alchemist can't use that. I wonder if an accessory is the best call, though. Yeah, this old choker. Luck plus 8, which will increase the infliction rate of binds. But again, that's like in place of armor, which means you'll have lower defense. And Calculation is the exact same as it was in the first two. Fit matters a lot more than defense. Okay, make a save here. And away we go. Back to where we came from. Again. Okay, now where was the fastest route to where we need to go? Well, I do see a fast route to one of the unknowns, though. And here we are. Just a gathering point. I feel mildly disappointed. Shop, you say? Alright, I think there's just one route left we have to take, which is this one. Let me just look to see if there's another, though. No, that's it. That is it. Do we fight more crab or not? Yeah, let's kill the crab. Oh, it's weak to all elements. Okay. I still can't believe Bravery and Peace Spell have infinite durations. Hell. Okay, which way did we have to go? Alright, so it was this way. Then we head east. Then we head to the other east. Continue going west. Then go southwest. And now we are at new territory. Which might also be final territory. Because, yep. There be stairs. Now, I think the whole place has been mapped, except for, you know, the trees out in the middle of the lake, because I don't think I'll bother with those. So I can probably get rid of the orange? Probably. Yeah, I'll call the map complete. Okay, and with this, we do have access to the violet key now, so I think I'll leave the orange in for the paths, and otherwise delete it for the pseudo walls. I'll keep the orange in because, I mean, it's not damaging tile, but technically classified as a trap. We're stretching that definition there. But really the main reason is that it becomes a lot easier to trace with your eyes. How to get to anywhere. I leave the orange padding in. Yeah, that's if that's how you want to justify it to yourself. Yeah, no, that's a lot easier to read. Hell of a lot easier to read. Yeah, I might actually change orange to floor gimmick then. Because I know there's some other stuff that's going to be a bit difficult to map with just the tools we have, but if I use orange as just floor gimmick, that becomes a lot easier. And hey, at least we don't have one color. We got 3, which, I mean, that's still not enough. I think we need, like, at least 6, probably 8 colors. Yeah, that's always a nice amount to have. 8 might be too much, but it's also a good amount to have. Where's 10? Okay, how many colors do we have in 5? Was 5 and 2 Untold, like, they actually had enough colors. Colors for me to actually color everything uniquely. Like, wow. The only issue I had is when things overlap. Like, if a foe path overlapped with a damage tile, I'm like, how the fuck do I resolve this? I think the damage tile took precedence. Anywho, this is looking a lot cleaner. A lot more readable. Wow. Okay. Because now we have to go back and open up all the purple key doors. Hope we don't die. Yep, there's one here in the 3rd stratum. And purple crystal, and then the rest should be... Actually, let's just start from the 1st floor and go down. What is up with the empty space here, though? I guess it is just empty. I know there's some floors that do that, especially some of the earlier floors, just to, you know, not be as rough on the new players with mapping, but... They also often have it be filled up with hidden areas that you unlock later on, and I just don't see any way to access that part of this map. It just genuinely be a smaller floor. Like floor 2, like you'd think you'd have this whole bottom section filled in eventually, but nope. Nope. You know, I think all the white crystal doors are pretty much unlocked, so just leave 2nd stratum then. Well, then there's the 1st floor too, as both, just to show you they exist. Also, I'm gonna change that icon. Alright. Maybe shoot purple doors next time. Got 10 minutes left. I don't know if we can get to every purple crystal door in that time. At the same time, I know that 2 of them are just small rooms. So we'll start the purple doors. Probably finish them next week. And since I only have one party I'm working with, I don't really have to grind, huh? That's always nice when you have a party that does well throughout the whole labyrinth. You should end up having to swap out a member though around the midway point in most games. It's also kind of the issue and reason why they didn't do class unlocks later on. Okay, they did have a class unlock in 2, but you unlock that class on like the 5th floor and didn't even have to beat the first stratum to unlock it. It's just like, yeah, I know we're doing this 2 years early because we learned a lesson from the first game. So as you can see, you unlock Ronin here at like halfway point in the game. And then Hexer's even later. It's just like, at this point, you don't want to write out new members, even if they are good classes. War Mason's Fang Glove? Ooh. Hell, that one is going straight away. Yep, straight away to Fluff, because higher attack, higher HP, you are on the front line. And then Fang Glove. Strength +2. Yeah, it's 3 more defense than the old choker. But it's +8 luck versus +2 strength. Now let it be. Alright, time for purple door. Of course, there's loot behind a purple door. That's just how the purple door behaves. Now, are there tougher enemy counters? No, there are not. Gem Staff, we literally just swapped that out. Are you okay, game? Hector 2. I like that though. You don't have revival. I don't think we'll have revival for a long time, if at all, so Hector's nice. Oh, seriously, we already have Gem Staff. Alright, and then B2F doesn't have a purple door, B3F, no purple door, 4F, no purple door, B5F, no purple door, B6F we got purple door though, B7 we have a shortcut here, so there is like more hidden area around there. B8F has got purple door. B9F has no purple door. How do we get to B7F's hidden area then? Is it just quest locked? It might be quest locked. In the first two games, or definitely in the second game, there were areas that are quest locked. Like, you literally can't go there unless you have the quest to go there. You can find and mark the shortcut, but you can't actually use it. Yep, E10F's got purple doors. So there's a good chunk of purple doors then on the second stratum. I don't sell stuff to the apothecary, I sell stuff to Shaleka. Alright, there should be at least one treasure box behind this door, because, I mean, it's a small room. That's the real dicks, and they put a foe behind here, or nothing. Wait, it's white crystal? I could have opened this door a long time ago. Why did I think it wasn't white crystal? And just 1,000. And nothing behind it. Counters are mildly tougher, but that's still 6th floor. I thought I got all the white doors. Also curious why they chose the colors white and purple. I really have no clue why. Okay, this place has no purple doors. The moment we step on freaking red vines. Alright. For here, that should hopefully be a purple door. I've gone by that door many times. That is indeed a purple crystal. Now, is it actually purple crystal? Or is it just look purple but isn't just off-white? Oh, that's purple. You can open it. Alright, cool. We have what looks to be a shit ton of loot. Okay, we got moccasins already. I know you haven't played the second game, Alyssa, but that's actually a thing. There's actually a hidden area that's full of treasure chests, and some of them are mimics. And I think they recreated that in 2 Untold. Although they made the textures slightly different in 2 Untold, so I can tell the difference, but it's not so in the first one. The original 2, you just open the box and like, suddenly a foe! Yeah, and the second game, they basically classic wizardry style sequels. They just saw how good people got the first game they made and just went, you know what? Fuck you, we're gonna make this harder. And they played on their expectations from the first game. Really did design for their player base rather than for new people. The 3 they started to expand to new people. I'd say that worked out for them. I think it's very rare to have a medic of 5, but this should... yeah, it's full heal. Hector 2. $1,500 intel. $500 intel. Why they don't just have 2,000 in one box? I don't know. It's 2,000. That's 1,000. All in all, I did not put the N after that. Okay. Yeah, let's keep going down, because I think there should be one more door in this stratum. Which means we'll be doing the 3rd stratum door later. Again. Same encounter again. Yeah, I don't see a door here. Wait, did I ever kill that foe? I don't think I ever killed that thing. Remind me to do that next time. Here, yeah, there should be a door up here that should be violet. Oh, I did write violet there. Yeah, it's inconsistent. Inconsistencies! Alright, let's do yellow path. No, it has no real weakness, so we'll just use freeze. Oh. Okay, you can just cut it in half now. Yeah, the first time I played Etrian Odyssey, my party was level 52 when we beat the game. But the fact that we're not even close and already at level 43. Yeah, we're over-leveled. I'm okay with that, though. Because this game's not a nice one. Especially the post-game. The post-game is real naughty. Nectar 2, why thank you. Another gem staff. So we'll sell that. 1,400 N. Yep, that's blindside, alright. Good thing we're overpowered. I am going back to that one faux crystal door just because I do actually want to see what that thing is. It's gonna take a bit to get there, but it's the last thing we do this stream. There still is the purple door in the third strat, which I think was on 412? I want to say 412. Probably 411 though. I think it was 411. I think I went too far up. Just on autopilot, it went too far up. Alright, let's see. Map, I guess first thing. Yep, it's 411. So we're looking for the 8F entry points. I think I see where to go. I see. I see. Okay, I just have to evade the wyvern. Wyvern. This way. And we are good to go. Alright, now we can get to the white crystal door. That was in the way earlier. Do I have a foe? I do. Alright, good. Oh, preemptive. Nice. The annoying glowbirds, too. High-speed enemies, those are. Yep, white crystal. We have the foe sense. It's definitely respawned by now, even if we did kill it before. Now! We will for sure kill this thing. Whatever it is. It's just an arm off. Okay. No, I don't think we need to use boost. At the same time, I'm just gonna thread back to town afterwards, so I may as well make it quick. Oh. Interesting. This is an interesting room. Will anything else spawn if we linger in here? Nope, that was it. Yeah, that's basically what happened. Basically what we're ending the stream on. And use a thread. And buy a thread. Guess who forgets to buy a thread? We did already buy our moccasins. Any items we can sell? Oh, probably just storage. Alright. For HP, I guess I'll store one and... Yeah, we'll go with a medical 5, store the mail. Wait, how much does the mail restore? Oh, wow. I barely ever use a thread and I don't forget. Alright, that should be everything. Manicas, 3 nectars, 3 therapy A's, 3 therapy B's, and a thread. Have a quick nap. 2 hours of sleep. Fully rested. Make a save. Double check our skill points. We're going to have to save again. And we're good to go. With that, thank you very much for watching. Some good progress this week. And I'll see you all next week. Till then, fare thee well.